All right, today we're tackling a huge topic, one that affects pretty much all of us. How to really change our relationship with money. To finally get off the hamster wheel and start building some real, lasting wealth. So let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like you're just running in place? Like, no matter how hard you work or how much your paycheck is, you somehow end up right back where you started at the end of the month. If you're nodding along, trust me, you are not alone. This feeling is incredibly common, and it actually has a name. So that feeling, that's what we call the rat race. It's this endless loop where your job pays for your lifestyle, but then that lifestyle demands that you keep the job. And here's the crazy part. It's not really about how much money you make. It's about what you do with that money. So what keeps this wheel spinning? Well, it's really two big things. Consumerism, of course, and something called lifestyle inflation. You've probably experienced this. It's that thing where when you get a raise, your spending magically rises to meet it. Suddenly, you need a better car or a bigger place. The goalposts just keep moving, and you're left running and running and running. But here's the good news. Escaping this trap isn't about working harder or running faster. Nope. It's about getting off the wheel entirely. And the map, the key to your escape, is financial literacy. It's about understanding the rules of the money game so you can finally start to win.
Okay, so the absolute first step in becoming financially literate is mastering one simple but incredibly powerful rule. Honestly, this is the foundation that all wealth is built on, knowing the difference between an asset and a liability.
And the concept is super simple when you break it down. An asset is anything that puts money in your pocket. Think of it like a little money-making machine that you own. On the flip side, a liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket. It's a constant drain. And that's really the whole game. Collect assets and get rid of liabilities.
So what does this actually look like in the real world? Well, assets are things like stocks, real estate that pays you rent, or even your retirement accounts that are just growing over time. Liabilities, well, those are the debts that suck up your cash every single month. Things like your home loan, car loan, or that credit card balance that just won't seem to go away.
Now, building on that, to really escape the rat race, you also have to understand where your money is coming from in the first place. And there are basically 4 different ways people earn an income, and they're often broken down into these quadrants. See, over on the left side, you've got employees and self-employed folks. This is what we call active income, because you're literally trading your time for money. If you stop working, guess what? The money stops too. But on the right side, that's where the magic happens. You've got business owners and investors. This is the goal. Here you own systems or assets that make money for you. We call that passive income, even when you're not physically working. The whole journey to financial freedom is about making the jump from the left side of this chart to the right.
So you know what an asset is, and you know the goal is to become an investor on that right side of the quadrant. But how do you actually make your money grow? This last part is all about firing up the engine of wealth creation. This quote right here says it all. The most powerful tool you have for building wealth is just time. So many people waste energy trying to perfectly time the market's ups and downs, but that's a fool's game. The real winning strategy is to just invest consistently and let that powerful force of compounding do the heavy lifting for you over many years.
So why is investing so absolutely critical? One word, inflation. It's the silent killer of wealth. To put it in perspective for you, if inflation is running at 6%, that 100,000 rupees you have today will only have the buying power of about 94,000 rupees just 1 year from now. Any money that's just sitting around in a bank account is actually losing value every single day.
So what does this mean? It means building real wealth isn't just about saving your money. You have to invest that money in assets that are going to give you a return that's higher than the rate of inflation. If you don't, you're still on the hamster wheel. You're just moving in slow motion.
So how do you even start? Don't worry, the plan is actually pretty straightforward. First, you've got to set clear goals for your money. Know what you're saving for. Second, build a diversified portfolio. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. And third, and this is the most important one, start early and invest regularly. This is how you really unleash the power of compounding, where your money starts making its own money. It's the reason Einstein supposedly called it the 8th wonder of the world.
When you boil it all down, everything we've just talked about, understanding assets, moving to the investor quadrant, beating inflation, it all comes back to this one huge, transformative idea. Shifting your entire mindset from being someone who works for money to being someone who has their money work for them.
So we'll leave you with this one final thought to chew on. Your money is always at work, 24/7, it never sleeps. The only question you have to ask yourself is this: is it working for your liabilities? keeping you stuck in the rat race? Or is it working for your assets to buy you your freedom?